Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk to you about this particular traveler's notebook that I have. I started the year with some very good intentions regarding this notebook, and unfortunately by mid-February it all went out the window, and I think I know why. I picked up this notebook from Minimaroo, which is a store in Chadstone. It was actually my first ever traveler's notebook, so I was so excited to have it. I had been umming and ahhing over these for quite a while, and what I loved about it is, I think, the same as what a lot of us love about it. It's just so versatile. You can take things out and put them in and customize it in a way that makes it your own. And I thought that will really work for me. And it has in many ways. This particular notebook, as you can see, it's stamped, it's got patches on it, and I've very much made it my own. I took it to Japan with me. I used it to carry my Eki stamp notebook, and I have a lot of fond memories with this notebook. It's also come to a stamp caravan here in Melbourne at Bookbinders Design in the city. So it's seen a lot of things, and I'll just give you a proper view of the cover. And yes, I did do something maybe a little bit sacrilegious, and I stamped it myself. I'll just pop this off. I try not to be too precious with my things. I am a bit annoyed that I managed to get pen on it, but as well, there's memories attached to that too. I love this. I love the way it feels. I even stamped the inside twice. Unfortunately, the red didn't show as well as the black did. So it's very much a piece of me. And my plans for it this year were to use it as a supplement to my regular notebook, which also carried the weekly insert. And as I said, by mid-February, it just fizzled out and I was no longer interested. It didn't make sense to me to write something in here and then just have to go transfer it straight over to my, what I call my at-home brain, which is my regular size passport, which I showed in the last video. And I've been thinking about how I can bring this back into the fold and begin using it again and taking it to work with me, for so on and so forth. The only idea I could come up with was to change this out completely. Just pop that away. Get rid of this, pretend it no longer exists, accept that I tried, but it just wasn't for me, and swap over to a monthly overview. I've never actually used or had a monthly overview. I've always been very set in my ways and used the weekly diary. However, I feel like this may work better. The first reason being, as far as taking it to work is concerned, I've still got room for all my notes and to be able to use it as an everyday carry for bits and pieces. But instead of having to pull it out and flick through my weeks to see what's going to be happening next week or the week after, I will literally just have everything there at a glance, and I'll be able to pop my most important things in, and I won't have to stress about doing what I'm doing in my regular size, which is writing little notes and memories and decorating and so on. I can decorate if I want to, but if I don't have to. This can really be a bare bones diary. So as I said, I've never had this at all. I've never had a monthly overview, so I'm quite excited to see what's in it. I did try and find YouTube videos of little flip throughs, but there's not a lot available. And of course you understand that, yes, this is what it's going to look like on the inside, but that's all I really got from it. So I thought perhaps we could have a look through it together. Like all Traveler's Notebook products, it's come with the 2026 guide and the stickers that we all covet and love. So can't wait to decorate. And inside, you know, yes, it's the same. The beginning is the same as every Traveller's. It's got your calendar. It's got this, which I really like, and I don't remember if the weekly has this, or if it does, I just never used it. See, the weekly's got it, but not as, it's a little bit larger, which is okay. And then we go into our months, and it starts in December, which I'm really thankful for. I like that perhaps I can just pop in on the 16th, you know, doctor's appointment, Apollo, which is my son's name, or, you know, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, work, busy. Monday, therapy session for my son. And it's just a really simple overview of my month and what I'm doing without having to go into heaps of detail. So as we go through the months, it's all the same. It's all very easy. It's all there. It's all a matter of, oh, yep, I'm here this month. You know, I'm in April. First week of April, I'm free. And I think this is going to work for me and my ADHD brain a lot better than just going from the Passport Weekly into the regular weekly and just feeling like I'm copying the same things over and over again. Because it's not necessary to double handle like that. I don't need to put in both weeklies that, you know, we had lunch at mum's or we went into the city. That can just be for my regular size, and this one can just be for my important dates, meetings, appointments, and all those things that, you know, you have as an adult and as a parent and, you know, just as a busy person. So see, I didn't even know this was there. I love this. I can't say I've been to a lot of countries, but I would love to maybe mark or put an X in all the places that I've been to around the world. It won't be many. A few here, a few there, and a few there. But I'd like to know if you have this monthly, how you use this page. And I really like, see, this. I wish this was also in the weekly, and now I'm starting to see why people prefer this monthly overview to the weekly. Or why people have both. I understand why people have both. It's handy. This is great. And then there seems to be just some note pages in the back and the usual departure card. So my hope is this works really well for me, and it brings my passport size, which I love so much, back into the fold, and I'll start carrying it and taking it to work and just using it daily, because I do love this diary. As I said, it has a lot of memories attached, and I don't want to see it just go into my Toyo toolbox and it just kind of hangs there. That's, you know, it's special, so I want it with me. So now that I've decided I'm going to use it, we should decorate it. And I'm just going to do the basic, I think, and just use this because this is the first time I've ever had one. I love getting new things and being able to decorate them. And I should have known really that I wasn't as keen on having the weekly in my passport size because I didn't even decorate it. I feel like that in itself should have been a sign, you know. It's a shame that it didn't work out, but at least I know, and now when next year's release comes around, if this works well, I'll be able to just go, yep, that's what I need to do, and go straight for the monthly for my passport size. I feel like the monthly, I don't know if it's very different for the regular size. If you have it, I would love if you let me know. Because I've actually never seen one, because I always thought, oh crap, I always thought this wouldn't work for me. It's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. We're not here for perfection. I never really thought this would work for me, but now that it has, I think I'm really excited, I guess, and I think it will work for me. Now I've got two options with stickers. I can do these little guys, or I can use this sticker that I picked up that I love, which pretty much sums up the state of this year, I think. And I think it's going to be this sticker and perhaps one of the little traveller stickers. So let's get this gorgeous guy on, and WTF over pretty much sums up 2026, I think. Of course, if I can't get into it with my nails. I thought nails were meant to make everything easier, and I tell you what, when it comes to stickers, it's an absolute lie. And I can't find my, can't find my sticker tweezers, so I'm going to have to struggle here for a second. Oh, come on, off you come. Oh my goodness. I got it. No, I lost it. Hold on. I got it. Yay. Okay. Oh, I did get it. Oh, these are vinyl stickers. I like these because they come off. And I did get this from Washi Gang, just in case you are interested. And as I said, yeah, this looks good, and it's a perfect summer for this year. So I can maybe pop that there, or that one. I think we're going to go the immigration sticker. Oh, that's cute already, isn't it? I love how you don't really need a lot to make these pretty. That I'll need to trim off later. And again in here, I'll just pop this across there and use my trusty fine liner to write my name. Of course, I say it all the time, I'm not here for perfection. I just like it when things look pretty. So now that's done, I can get into it and write what I've got happening this month. And I will again use my fine liner. So we are on the 5th. And so my idea is Easter, you know, this week back to school for the kids, and then my son will have therapy. Let me think. So he should have therapy on the 14th. He will definitely have therapy for my son. Maybe some dot stickers would be helpful in this, so I can kind of say, okay, this is what this day is, and have a little legend or a key for what's for what. I know that Monday is a public holiday. Tuesday we are working. Work. There's actually not a lot going on this week because my children are on holidays. What else is happening? Pilot will have therapy on these. My son will have therapy on these days. And even just seeing this, I can already tell that it's going to work better for me. Just to be able to go, you know, on the off chance that work says, hey, we need you to come in another day, I can just open up and say, I can't on these days. I've got, you know, this on, or yep, that day's fine. Or for example, you know, later this week my daughter has got a doctor's appointment and I've got to pick up a phone. It's just an easier way for me to keep track of things without getting overwhelmed and feeling like I need to fill spaces with unnecessary things or feel like my life is boring because I'm not doing a lot that week, which sometimes, you know, you can feel like that. You feel like, oh gosh, you know, I've achieved nothing or haven't seen friends. I like to be alone, so sometimes I feel bad that my life isn't full of social events, but also I have to accept that that's not a terrible thing either. I'm going to pop this in. I think I have a feeling this is really going to work. So I'm going to do an experiment over the next couple of weeks and see how this works in conjunction with my regular size, and just having the important things that I definitely need to have in here. And then obviously my regular size, I still have those important things, but I also like to rule it down the middle and put little memories as well. So I think this will work better for my ADHD brain and I won't get so overwhelmed as I was getting. Hopefully, I will report back and let you know how that goes. But this is just a short video today. And so thank you for being here. If you have this particular insert, I would love to know how you use it, what you do differently. I would love any ideas you have that work for you in regards to what you put here. Anything that you do at all, I would love to know, because this is literally the first time I have ever had one, and I will take any ideas you have. Teach me your ways. You know, I'm here to learn and I am your student. But again, thank you for watching. If you managed to get this far, I appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, and if you really like me, please subscribe, but don't feel like you have to. I don't want to be pushy. I wish you the most wonderful week, and as usual, the most amazing cup of coffee. Take care and have the best day. Bye.